Hey everybody, welcome to Tetrahedron Town. It's been a little minute since I posted. Actually, it's been about 6 years I posted a video, and I mean one video. All right, so what we're doing here, check these tires out, wheels. These are for a golf cart. I seen these and I was like, I gotta build a bike out of these. These are just too cool. So these are 18-inch from here to here. So don't those look awesome? Yeah, so about Tetrahedron Town. We're looking for land, all that kind of stuff, trying to figure out how do you start a town? It's like weird, right? But we're gonna do it. It's gonna be a little minute. But anyways, so what's going on with this bike thing? All the coolest towns have some sort of industry about them. It's kind of their anchor deal. So Tetrahedron Town is gonna build bikes. So what the deal is with this, we're trying something different with the whole drivetrain. So this would be where you pedal, going this way is a chain, but I've added a spring in here. So this is a spring-loaded drivetrain. And the idea is you can get higher speeds without high gears. You just lock up this axle. I gotta figure out how to get a good angle on this thing. Come on, a little lower. All right, there. So here's your input right here. You can see how it's, and then this goes into the spring, and then this over here locks it up. And now it's locked up because my wheels are locked up. But anyways, so that's the idea. We'll probably need to take this apart to get a better idea how this works. But if you notice on that side, there's notches. And there's a roller bearing. Back up a little bit. Oh, it's not even gonna back up for me. All right, I'm gonna have to kind of take this apart to really show you how this all works. Good thing I got those wheels are attached with cotter pins. You can see it makes it so easy to take apart. So easy. Hey, focus, buddy, focus. There you go. Yeah, I got cotter pins on here to make it easy to take my prototypes apart. Look at that. So easy. But I'm like, man, what if I kept cotter pins on the production bikes? But then it's like, well, it might be a little bit too easy to steal your wheels. But for a prototype, I think it's not a bad idea. Come on, there you go. Inspired by NASCAR, but probably completely offensive to anyone that knows anything about fabrication. I'm learning how to fabricate here. Learning. It's brutally learning curve. All right. So now this rear axle can now spin a little easier. All right, so where were we? So your input here, this is your locking mechanism. Comes around, engages, locks up, and then when you lift up here, it releases it like a mousetrap. It's basically just a glorified mousetrap. And my original prototypes did not have this roller bearing here. That was, I had the pressure on this locking mechanism was so strong, I had to actually use pry bars to lift this up. My brother's sitting, he's like, bro, you gotta put a roller bearing right there. I was like, yes, you do, you bastard genius. Yeah, so that was not my idea, but it actually is absolutely crucial for this because, metal on metal under high pressure tends to lock itself up pretty tight. But with that roller bearing, it just releases very nice. So next thing, I need to build out this part over here. There's got to be a pedal over here. And another thing is, I think this spring is not going to be big enough Normally, my first prototype of this, well, not my first, probably my 10th, but earlier models than this, I used a much bigger spring. So the spring I got in there is a similar size to this. I do not know the torque rating on that, but my earlier ones, I used this spring. Well, this is the actual contraption. Right hand, left hand. These are from a trailer. These are rated, this spring here is rated for 2,000 foot-pounds. Now that's different than, like, say, a car having 2,000 foot-pounds of torque. I think this is a total storage capacity of this spring before it breaks. And I think that would be 3/4 of a turn, I think. It's hard to find any published material on how far you can deflect these springs before they break, but I think it's 3/4 of a turn. If you did that, there'd be 2,000 pounds of torque in this spring, which is a lot. But you know, in a bike situation like this, you're not gonna get 2,000 pounds of torque at the rear wheel unless your rear wheel is 3 inches diameter. So, you know, all of that gets deducted. Basically, you know, gear ratio stuff. Even without gears, it's going to get reduced because of the 18-inch diameter wheel versus, what's the diameter on that? I don't know, 2.5 inches maybe. 18 divided by 2.5. Yeah. Anyways, so we'll check back in a little bit when I get some more work done on this, but I think this idea is solid. But you know, learning engineering and design concepts and how to fabricate all at the same time. So it's taking a little minute, but it's actually a similar concept to this impact wrench. There's a spring inside here that winds up, engages and disengages. It only stores one rotation of the motor though, whereas a design like this, depending on your gear reduction up here, you could store up quite a bit. So you get a little more options, but it's basically just a copy of what's going on inside an impact wrench applied to a bike. All right, check you later, folks. Bye.